And with Trump, there were also legions of witches casting curses and spells against him. But they said that it came out that our spells aren't working because Trump has some kind of shield around him, which they believed were the prayers of Christians. So they took out the demonic realm, the most prominent influencer for Christianity among young people and Israel. And then it didn't stop. What's the other strategy? Who was the most influential conservative commentator on television? It was Tucker Carlson. So what are they going to do? Well, Carlson was never known as a strong supporter of Israel as Charlie Kirk, but he was the number one influencer generally for conservatives. So with him, the strategy is take the number one conservative influencer and turn him. Use him as your vessel. And it all exploded when Tucker Carlson was fired from Fox. Once he was gone from Fox, that was the key event. It removed all restraint on what he would say. Nothing more to constrain him. And he would look for unique things to say for publicity. Well, he now could actually say things that are going to stir up hatred for Israel and Jewish people. Interesting, because at the time he was fired by Fox, he was talking more and more about spirits. He was talking more and more about demonic spirits. I even posted a message at that time of Tucker Carlson that he was being targeted by the spirits, by the demonic realm. But the most stunning testimony comes from Tucker Carlson himself. He said it happened while he was sleeping. And this is his own account. He says, I couldn't breathe. I thought I was going to suffocate. And then I had these terrible pains on my rib cage and then on my shoulder. And I was just in my boxer shorts, and I went out and I flipped on the light, went into the bathroom, and I had 4 claw marks on me. Four claw marks on either side underneath my arm and on my left shoulder, and they're bleeding. Now, he said it couldn't have been him. He doesn't have long nails, and there was no way, and the marks didn't fit his hands, and he said his wife saw the wounds as well. And he said they were serious enough that a year later he had scars. Now, there are people, of course, accused that he made it up or that it was some natural phenomenon, but the natural explanations don't really work, and I don't believe he would make up something like this. He really didn't need the views, and it would not really go on this route, would not really gain him anything. It would subject him to mockery. And it happened at the same time that he started seriously talking about spiritual warfare and the activity of demonic spirits. He was very sincere about that. And Tucker was not very knowledgeable about such things, spiritual warfare or the Bible. And yet what he described is actually consistent with a phenomenon described by many other people. It actually goes back to ancient times. The oldest account of it goes back to ancient Mesopotamia around the year 2400 BC. They describe the feeling of people in their beds or at night sleeping, being crushed or suffocated, just as he said, by demonic spirits. In the ancient account, it describes demonic spirits coming at night to take away their breath, and believed that